Okay, so this is a very exciting week for me. I finally, after what feels like a million years, honestly, I am finally having my book launch event. Well, at least my first book launch event. I'm actually hoping to have other ones, but for now, my only currently planned book launch event, and it's gonna be in Melbourne, which is where I live, for my book, Fast and Fabulous Knits, which technically released in April. That was the official US release, and it's kind of been slowly rolling out around the world in the UK, Europe, over the last couple of months, and is now out in Australia. It has also kind of been a bit of a slow rollout in Australia. There was an official release date, but I think there were some delays and not all the books were like arriving on the same day at like people's houses, people who ordered it, or also like the stores that have ordered it in to have it stocked. So it was a bit hard to work out when to do the book launch, because I ideally wanted to do it last month in July when it was like officially released, which was July 9th. I wanted to have it around then, but we just kind of couldn't get any guarantees that the book would arrive at the yarn store that I wanted to have the book launch at in time for that. So we ended up deciding to do it this week so that we would have a larger buffer for the books to arrive and to ensure that we'll actually have books there for me to like sign and, you know, for people to buy and everything, which is the whole point of it basically. So very exciting. I can confirm that the store Maker, which is where I'm going to be having the book launch, it's in Brunswick East, Melbourne. Like I said, they have received at least their first shipment. I know they were definitely getting another shipment. I'm not sure if that one's arrived yet. It hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully it'll arrive this week. But yeah, they definitely have at least received one of their shipments. So fingers crossed everything goes well. And there will be books at the event. But yeah, so it's all happening. It's happening this Thursday. It's currently Saturday. So I guess technically next week, but it's the weekend. Tomorrow will be this week, so whatever. Anyway, but yeah, very exciting. I'm just gonna be kind of vlogging probably mostly just on the day / night, but I also wanted to maybe show a little bit of my prep before, like what I needed to kind of do. I probably should have started this video like a couple of days ago, because I actually went down to Maker last week, this week, whatever, on Tuesday, a couple of days ago, to just like suss out the place again and chat with the owners in person and like the manager and like be able to properly flesh out everything and make sure we're on the same page. And so yeah, everything's looking good and exciting. One thing that I am going to be doing is bringing a bunch of samples from the book to display so people can kind of see them in real life and then be like hopefully inspired to, you know, buy the book and make the patterns, or also like buy yarn from Maker to make the patterns. So yeah, that's kind of the point. It's just a good opportunity for people to see the samples in person, even if they don't want to make them, which is totally fine. So I still have to figure out exactly which ones I'm going to bring, because I'm not going to bring all of them. I'm going to bring a clothing rack that I have used in the past at markets when I used to do markets. I'll put a bunch of them on there, and then I think we're going to have 2 mannequins. So be able to put 2 of them and like be able to show how they're worn. I'm also going to wear one. I haven't decided which one yet. So because of that, and because I've worn a lot of these quite a bit, some of them definitely need a bit of sprucing up. I don't want to bring like super pilled, fluffy, fuzzy samples for people to look at, and they'll probably not want to make them if they see like what it looks like when it's been worn a lot. So I've been just going ahead. I've already started, but yeah, I've been taking my fabric shaver. I have the petite knit one, if anyone was wondering. This is the best one I've tried so far. I've tried quite a few and I highly, highly recommend this one. If I don't break it first. Okay, I think, yeah, we're okay. Yeah, highly recommend this one. It's perfect for like depilling and getting rid of all the fuzz, and it works really, really quickly. Like I've already done the front and back of a jumper and it really didn't take me that long. So I just need to do the sleeves of the attention deficit jumper, which is the yellow one, as you can see, which is the one that's on the cover. Because I don't know, I might wear that one, I might not, but I'll definitely bring it. So I'm just kind of working through that and just like defuzzing them all. So I thought I would show you a little bit of that. Okay, so tomorrow is the book launch, so I'm busy doing a bunch of last minute little errands. Last night I went and bought some like cute little battery tea lights that we're gonna kind of just like put all over the store just to kind of give a little more ambience and kind of mood lighting, just because I'm not really sure what the lighting's gonna be like at night in the store, and just want to kind of, you know, have like just like a little something. I went and got those last night from Kmart, and then I also need to go get some napkins. I'm hoping to get like some cute like pastel pink ones to match the book cover. So I'm going to go to Spotlight now to get those, and I don't know, I'll see if there's anything else I want to grab from Spotlight. But I also just got my nails done, fresh set. My first time getting red nails, and I love them. I'm now officially in my red era. I just made a red jumper. I've got a new pair of red shoes that I'm wearing right now. Sorry, I cannot show you those right now. I'm in my car. But yeah, and now I have red nails. So I'm really embracing red for the first time ever, literally. And I love it. So yeah, once I've got those napkins, what else do I have to do? I think all I have to do is, I'm gonna do this a bit later, but I'm gonna I'm praying I have them at home still, because I used to use these when I did markets. I had like these little tags that I would use to write like the prices and stuff. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write like the name of the pattern and the yarn that I used, and I'll be able to like put those, I'll either just like attach them to the hangers or attach them to the actual samples. But yeah, I'll be able to have those on all the samples that I'm bringing tomorrow, so that people, when they're looking at the samples, if they don't have a book on them, they can see exactly which pattern it is and know what yarn was used. And hopefully that will just be a bit helpful if anyone is thinking about making them. So I'm gonna do that today, and then I think that's really all I have to do for the book launch. I've got a bunch of other work I need to get done, but yeah, I'm feeling very excited, and definitely gonna vlog as much as I can tomorrow. It might be a bit hectic during the event, but I'm hoping to get my mum and maybe a couple of other people to get some footage throughout the night. But yeah, very, very exciting, and we'll definitely take you along the way as we set up if I can. And yeah, just really, really excited about tomorrow, and very happy to have a fresh set of nails, perfect for when I'm signing the books. Everyone will see my nice new nails and not the old set that I had that were overgrown, and I was missing 2 of them. So that is not a good look. So I'm very glad we have this all sorted now.
amazing book, Fast and Fabulous Knits. I hope you've all had a really good time. We have loved having you here. I'm going to hand over to Jamie.
Hi everyone. I'm trying to pretend I'm not speaking to a lot of people right now because it's a lot. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. It's like means so much to have everyone here. And huge thank you to Emily, Liesl and the Maker team for hosting us in this beautiful shop. Making this event happen. People like had asked me like, are you gonna have a book launch? And I was always like, yeah, definitely. People were like, oh, you can have it at a bookstore. I'm like, no, I want to have it at a yarn store. And I hope you guys can like understand why. Yeah, okay. This is the stage. Serious. So when I was first contacted by my publisher and given the opportunity to write a pattern book a year and a half ago now, I was firstly very confused, but I also had major imposter syndrome and was a little overwhelmed with the idea of taking on such a huge project. But yeah, I was also incredibly excited and motivated to create something beautiful that would bring people joy. And the process was definitely intense. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Writing 18 patterns in a span of 4 months was not a walk in the park, and probably never do it again, but I can genuinely say I did love every minute of it, and I'm so proud of what I created, and it's very rewarding to be able to hold the book in my hand and be like, I'm a published author, I did it, yay! But it's also more special to finally be able to celebrate this achievement with my friends, family, and the wider knitting community here in Melbourne. I thought I'd read a bit of the introduction because that would probably explain more about the book in case anyone isn't familiar. Welcome to the whimsical world of Fast and Fabulous Knits, a collection of 18 modern and stylish knitting patterns that will work up in a flash. When most knitters think of quick projects, the first thing that comes to mind are typically projects such as scarves, beanies and gloves, whereas garment knitting is more commonly thought of as a marathon, not a sprint. What you may not realise is that by simply utilising thicker yarns and larger needles, you can actually create an entire garment that you'll love to wear in a fraction of the time it would typically take. Having been an avid crocheter for over a year when I first picked up the knitting needles, I was initially a little sceptical of how much I would enjoy knitting. Crochet had been great in helping me deal with what I now know is ADHD, but the main reason I wanted to start knitting was because I thought I'd get more wear out of the knitted garments than crocheted ones. However, I was also aware that knitting is a notoriously slower craft than crochet, and I wasn't sure how my patience would fare. Luckily, I decided that my first knitting project would be a chunky garter stitch jumper, and I was truly amazed by how quickly the project took shape, despite me being an absolute beginner. Sorry guys, I'm wearing my contacts. I immediately fell in love with knitting and then began experimenting with a multitude of patterns that utilised a wide range of yarns and techniques. But if it wasn't for that first chunky jumper project, I'm not sure that I would have had the motivation to continue. Not everyone has the time or patience to spend months knitting a single project. In today's fast-paced world, attention spans are only becoming shorter and our desire for instant gratification is increasing. Therefore, the motivation of seeing your knitting project come to life quickly can be the difference between completing the project and a lingering pile of works in progress, that will haunt you for months, as I'm sure is relatable. As a knitter and designer who revels in exploration and experimentation, writing this book was also the perfect opportunity to share my passion for diverse techniques, fibres, colours and stitches. Within this book, you will find a delightful mix of size-inclusive jumper, cardigan and vest patterns that cater towards a range of skill levels, with each chapter shining a spotlight on a different technique: cables, texture, colourwork and lace. I've used yarns ranging from Aran to super bulky weight and numerous different fibres including wool, cotton, mohair and alpaca, as well as a wide range of needle sizes within these patterns to ensure that there is something to satisfy every taste. Writing this book was one of the most challenging, rewarding and above all else fun experiences I've ever had, and I'm so incredibly proud of what I created. I hope this book brings as much joy to your life as it has brought to mine. Happy knitting! So obviously, whilst my name and face is on the cover, there are so many people who in different ways helped this book come to life, so I want to also take the opportunity to acknowledge them and their contribution. Many people are in this room right now, but not all. So firstly, to the entire team of Page Street Publishing, specifically my editors Emily, Archibald and Sarah Monroe, Laura Benton and her design team who did the cover and the book design, Caitlin Jasper and Jamie Wright from the marketing team. Yeah, if they hadn't believed in me, this would never have happened, trust me. Also to my tech editor, Sarah Mingle. The patterns wouldn't be what they are without her insights and help, and she taught me so much throughout the process, and definitely, I think, made me a better designer, a better pattern writer. Thank you to all my test knitters, some of which are in this room. Shout out. I think there were between 250 to 300 testers across all the patterns. So yeah, to all of them for volunteering their time and their skills to help bring the patterns to life. Could never be enough words to express my gratitude. Also a huge thank you to my incredible photographer, Alex Parker. I'm sure by now most of you have seen the photos in the book. It still blows my mind that she actually agreed to come on board this project, and I'm so obsessed with how the photos turned out. She was truly able to kind of capture the essence of my designs and also bring my vision to life in a way that surpassed all my expectations. So yeah, shout out to her. Huge thank you to my amazing friend Chloe from Woolworks, who sadly couldn't be here because she's overseas living it up. But yeah, not only did she supply her beautiful hand-dyed yarn, she also let me attempt to dye it with her, which was an experience. But yeah, it did make the experience a lot more special. She was also just a huge support for me throughout the process. Let me bounce ideas off her, listening to my rants, and just being a really good friend. So yeah, thank you to Chloe. Thank you to my beautiful partner Smash, my brother Greg, and my sister Kim, who also couldn't be here. She lives in Alice Springs. And my amazing friends, wherever they are here, for your consistent support throughout the process. And then finally to my mum and dad, I forgot you. I couldn't possibly put into words how grateful I am for your love and support. You've gone above and beyond to help me pursue my passions and achieve my goals, and I obviously wouldn't be where I am today without you both, so yeah, love you so much and thank you. I think that's all. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone. So thank you so much again for coming. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the night.
We love you, James.
Okay, so it's the next day. I feel like I'm sort of a bit recovered at this point, so I'm like, all right, it's okay to film. I haven't really gone through much of the footage from last night, but hopefully you got a good sense of what the night was like. I was trying to like live in the moment, but then like also get content, so sometimes that can be a bit of a challenge. But yeah, it was such a great night. I feel like I didn't really end up filming much between getting my nails done and like the actual night. But yeah, I ended up having to like also go get drinks. And did I have to do anything else? Yeah, I was just like having to write all like the labels for all the samples and then like finish doing the fabric shaving, because I just decided in the end to bring all the samples because I was like, I actually think they'll all fit if we like display some of them around the store, not just on my one rack, which you would have seen. So we put all the vests up like hanging on these like little bars that they had, and then I also had one on a mannequin. My mum wore one and I wore one, so we kind of ended up having enough space to bring all of them. So yeah, but then I was like, oh, like I probably just want to spruce up the last couple, so that ended up taking a bit of time. But honestly, it's so worth it because now all my book samples, which I do wear, which is why they were a little bit pilled, look brand new. So it wasn't like a waste of time. It's just, you know, a lot of time spent doing it all in 1 week, but it's okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I guess, yeah, just like setting up yesterday. I didn't really film anything during that other than like once we were already set up, because there wasn't that much to show. I was like freaking out like about getting there early, and like, I was honestly so stressed all day. I think that's why I didn't film, because I was just like not good vibes. Like I was really on edge and anxious, which I didn't really expect to feel, to be honest. I thought I would mostly just be excited, but for some reason I was just really anxious. I don't know why. So who knows? I mean, I definitely calmed down once the event actually started, but I mean, even like once we got there, I was like calm. But I think just before I was like, oh, we're gonna have enough time to get everything set up. But yeah, it ended up really not being a big deal at all. So yeah, I don't know why I was anxious, but anyway, you wouldn't have wanted to see anxious me. I wasn't very pleasant to be around. Anyway, I guess I'll just quickly like do a bit of a event recap. It was a great night. I had such a great time. It was like so special to be able to like celebrate in real life with people, like celebrate in person, and actually like see people buying my book was like really strange, because like I feel like given the book to people, you know, friends and family and stuff, but yeah, I just like I've never like actually seen someone like, there was just so many people like going up to the counter and buying the books, and I was like, This is so weird. You would have seen the video, like one girl bought 3 because she bought 2 for her friends as well. I was like, why? I was like, why do you want my book? Like, I don't get it. I mean, like, I get it because I mean, I'm proud of it, but at the same time, I'm like, what? What do you mean? Anyway, it was very surreal just because, yeah, that was like my first time really seeing my book in a shop, to be honest, in real life. It was just really surreal to see, but very, very exciting nonetheless. And it was like so cool to have like my friends and family like from my non-knitting life. Well, obviously my family, but like my friends, like, you know, my friends that I've had for many years that I didn't meet through this in the same space as like my friends that I met through knitting and like from my knitting group and stuff and from Instagram and whatever, as well as like just other people that I've never met before but wanted to come and support me, which was really cool. Yeah, like all of them in the same room. I was like, this is worlds colliding vibes. But anyway, it was kind of like, because there was the knitting, like the table where everyone was like sitting and knitting and some people were like gathering around there and most of the samples were there. So that side was like pretty busy and populated. Also the food was there. So yeah, it made sense that like people were spending most of their time there, but then like my family and other friends were just mostly on the other side. So it was just like, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I think everyone had a good time, so that's good. And yeah, I got to like sign books and that was really weird, but also very cool because I've had, you know, a lot of people have said like, oh, I want you to sign my copy. So it was nice to actually be able to do that. And yeah, I think I'm going to go back to Maker once they get the rest of their copies because they actually did order more, but they unfortunately couldn't come in time. Luckily we didn't run out of books. We had like just enough basically, but yeah, they are getting another shipment of books because lots of people who have pre-ordered and stuff. And so I think I'm just going to go back in and sign all their copies. So if you did order from Maker, you will most likely be getting a signed copy, which is cool, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent now, but also like I made a speech which felt really scary at the time. I have watched it back and like watching it back, I didn't sound as like nervous as I felt, which is good because I was like actually scared to watch it back because it's so much less scary like talking to a camera than it is talking to a group of like a room full of people. It's like weird. I haven't really done like public speaking in a long time and I really don't do it often. Even like when I do it, it's like so not frequent, but like I was just like, whoa, this is scary. Like I like wrote a speech. It wasn't even like I was going from my head and it was still like so scary. I don't know why. I mean, I spoke for quite a while because I read the entire introduction of the book. So I think I like eased into it by then, but yeah, it was just like, it was just really strange. I don't know what that was about. It's like so easy for me to talk in front of a camera now. Like some people find that scary. I'm like, I don't have an issue with that, but talking in front of a room full of people, different story. But anyway, watching back, I'm like, okay, it was fine. But at the time I was like, oh, I don't think that was very good. But oh well, I did my best, I guess. So I just wanted to show 2 things. Firstly, I want to show the yarn that I got. I know I'm meant to be on a yarn ban and I am on a yarn ban. I have not bought any yarn since Bendigo and I plan to keep it that way for like as long as possible. I guess until I've like knit through like a couple more skeins. I don't know. I don't really have like an exact date when the yarn band's gonna end, but I just like maybe once there's some space on this shelf, put it that way, because right now there is pretty much no space. So once that shelf has a bit more space, I'll be no longer be on a yarn band because let's be real, like I just can't resist certain things. However, this one doesn't count because my mum bought it for me as like a little book launch present. So bless her for that because it's so cute, it's so pretty. So I got this. Oh, it looks so nice on camera, just like the lighting. Oh, just gonna let you admire it in all its glory. So this is from Rainbows and Sprinkles, who is a Perth-based dyer who I've been wanting to buy from for so long. I just, for some reason, never have because she has like the most beautiful colorways and I've literally been to Perth twice. Like, I don't know why I've never bought from her. I'm sure I'm gonna end up ordering more from her and maybe I'll like pick it up while I'm in Perth in January so then I won't have to pay for shipping. But she like literally is like my vibe, like to a T, like has so many beautiful, as you can see, like bright, pretty colorways, and there were so many nice ones. I think they only like just got her yarn in, like they only just started stocking her yarn. So this was like my first time actually being able to like see it all in person and like be able to kind of choose from what they had. But I had actually been eyeing this skein since last week when I went into the store last week to just like, yeah, kind of get a feel for everything and like talk about some stuff with the team. I was eyeing it then and then I was like, no, Jamie, like hold back. But then yeah, I was kind of looking at it again yesterday and Mum was like, I'll buy it for you. And I was like, thank you. So yeah, I just bought one skein. I received as a present one skein in her Luscious sock base. So I'll definitely make a pair of socks with this. I mean, most likely. we'll see. But most likely will be a pair of socks. And this is the colorway Summer Night, which I think is very accurate. And yeah, it's just so pretty, like the purples, pinks, and oranges and yellows. Oh, it's like me in a colorway basically. So there's that. And then the second thing I want to show you was like the sweetest surprise that I just can't stress enough how much I was not expecting this at all. I was not expecting literally anything. Like the fact that people even showed up was enough for me. I did not expect gifts from anyone or anything like that. It was like right after work, you know, like a weeknight, and like for a lot of people, like myself included, it was not very close to home. So the fact that people, you know, rocked up in, you know, peak hour, like I was like, just that is enough for me. Like I just was not expecting this. This was like the sweetest surprise. So my friends Carla, Erica, and Anna got me these cookies. I'll show you them in a second, but it's from Sweet Mickey. Let me do like a little opening so you guys can see. Okay, I actually can't. Like I'm so, this is the cutest thing ever. So, oh, I just want to make sure I do this right. Okay, so you can see here. So they got me these cookies. I mean, there's 6 of them, but they say 1, 2, 3, let's go Stitch. So if you're familiar with Taylor Swift chants, concert lore, I don't know what you'd call it, but there's a chant that has been going on since the Reputation tour in the song Delicate, where everyone goes 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch. And this one says 1, 2, 3, let's go Stitch. It's like so creative and so cute. There's all these different colors. Like I can probably show you all the colors in a second, but they're so, I want to eat them, but at the same time I like don't, because they're so beautiful. I don't want to ruin them. So I don't know if I'll end up eating all of them. They do last 6 months apparently, so I have plenty of time to get through them. They also wrote me the cutest card. I think Erica did this. If I'm wrong, sorry to whoever wrote it, but I'm pretty sure it was Erica. I could just like personally never dream of like being able to like write in that many different fonts. Like I'm just so impressed. I've read it so many times and just been like, wow, the fonts keep changing, like, and the colors and the stickers. It's just like so sweet. Like, can't. Anyway, it says, I'll just read it. It says, Jamie, look what you made me knit. Congrats on filling up the blank space and making the book of our wildest skeins. I don't know, maybe skeins, because that kind of rhymes with dreams. Whatever, however you say it. Wildest skeins a reality. Love, Erica, Anna, Carla, plus I keep thinking that says yarn. Plus your Melbourne Fibre fam. That's so cute. I can't. Okay, I'm just gonna show you all the colors quickly, just because I feel like you have to appreciate all the cookies. So we have this one, as I already showed you. We've got this one with like a little bit of different little frosting pipe situation. And then, yeah, this one here. Oh, actually, there's 2 of each. So yeah, it's just these three different colors. They're so cute. I'm obsessed. I'm so grateful that they did this for me. It's not expected at all. I just wanted to show you guys that because I don't think I really filmed anything with that last night because I didn't expect it to happen. I didn't have my camera on me at the time. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all I really want to say. I guess just like, yeah, I had a really, really great night. It was really rewarding and I am relieved it's over because I feel like there was a lot of like uncertainty kind of going into it with like, will the books arrive in time and are people gonna come and all this stuff that, I don't know, I'm just like kind of happy it's over with and done, and I know that like everything worked out in the end. And yeah, once again, huge thank you to the Maker team for hosting. It was, yeah, like my dream location setting for a knitting book launch. Definitely happy that I chose to do it at a yarn store instead of a bookstore. No hate to bookstores, but I just loved being surrounded by yarn. It's just like perfect. I'm really thankful for everyone who came and also just everyone who's supported the book in general. I think I've rambled enough. Hope you enjoyed getting a little insight into what went into, you know, hosting a book launch and the event itself. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you're working on because I always want to know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.